This beautiful beast behind me is another one of our certified pre-owned inventory units. In that certification process, we're going to go through your van and make sure that it is as like new as possible. So you're going to get an oil change, make sure the rotor and brakes are up to snuff, check all the fluids, make sure all the aluminum is tightened down so you don't have any rattles throughout the van, so that you're completely satisfied when you pick up your van on delivery day. This van is a high roof live model, so it being a high roof, me being 6 foot, I have plenty of room to stand up, get changed, move around the van without having to bend over. One of the first things you notice here on the driver's side of the van are the kitchen modules. Right here on top is a single drawer top, and then a sink module on the right side here. And then on the base is a 3-drawer base. Behind the big Dometic here is a slide tray, and they have a privacy curtain because there's a toilet set up there. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, there's a toilet near your kitchen. Guess what? All of our stuff is modular, so you can put that wherever you want. One thing you do have to consider is you are in a tight space, so your bathroom and your kitchen, your living room, your bedroom, they're all the same room. So there's always a give and take when setting up your camper van. Some people don't include a toilet at all. It's just personal preference, and the beauty of the modular nature of our vans is you can set that up however you want. Up top here we have a 30-inch hanging cabinet, and I like what we've done here with these curtains. So you do have a little bit of, you can kind of hide that stuff away, but you still have the bungees up here. And one thing I really love about the bungee setup is you can have all of your stuff in there and you just reach in and grab it. Sometimes when you have drawers or cabinet drawers, that's just another thing that has the potential to rattle. But with the bungee setup, it'll still be secure. You can put weird shaped items in there and it'll still hold in place. So it's a really convenient item. And then it's also, like I said, it's a part of that modular setup. So if you don't want it in here, you can take it out. You can move it down the rail to a different location. You can put it on the passenger side wall. It's all personal preference. Get the van set up how you want it and how it's best optimized for you and your needs. Similarly with the fridge, right now it kind of takes up a lot of the living space right there, but you can also slide it back here, use it as a step up to the bed. It's really whatever fits you. Right here we have the single seat jump seat, and this is a passenger van, so you actually have the opportunity to have up to 8 seats. Actually, you'll see in a little bit in the back is where we've stored the 2-seat bench. That would go right next to the single seat jump seat. It can fit in the 3 bench seat area that fits up here, or you can have the 3-seat bench, and you can have any combination of that. With our build, we are not compromising the side curtain airbags, so it is fully safe if you want to have car seats in here or you just have other passengers. They have all the standard seat belts from Ford. The side curtain airbags still work the same way. Nothing we build gets in the way of that, so we maintain the warranty there and the Ford factory safety ratings on that. And this is our hydraulic bed lift platform. So it's a full queen size bed mattress. It's a memory foam pad. One thing that is really nice, so see right here they've used the underside of the mattress to kind of hide some curtains, but this bed actually has the folding leaf on the front. So for that jump seat, it's really convenient. You can fold it back, you slide that rail back, and you have all that headroom. So you can set it up for bed at night while you're having people travel with you, and then when you want to go to bed, you just fold it back down. You slide this arm out, fold the flap over, the leaf over, and then you're good to go. And this being a hydraulic bed lift, you're able to adjust the height of the bed. Me personally, I would be comfortable sleeping this close to the ceiling, but some people would have issues with sitting up and feeling a little claustrophobic. But thankfully, you are able to lower that down. There's the cabinets in the back. The bed will go all the way down to the top of the cabinets. So it's really dependent on what you have stored in the back of the van, or if you have a seat up there. You either go down to the top of the seat or the top of your gear, or if you have none of that in there, like you don't have a bike or something in the back, you're able to lower it all the way down to the top of the cabinets, and then it will go all the way up to where this panel starts switching or sticking out. One thing that is nice about all this T-Track system is it does allow you to do things like this. So you can set up a little privacy curtain. If you're traveling with somebody else and one of you is staying up, they can kind of sit up there, do their own thing, while you have the privacy of sleeping up top. You just use these little turn-in hooks. It's going to take it down, but they're just little 3 printed hooks that go up in the rail system, and there's like unlimited options for that. So you can use the hooks to hang up your gear, bike helmets, water bottles, anything like that. It's kind of limitless. Sorry for that awkward exit off to the bed there. In the ceiling here we have our roof air conditioning. It's a high efficiency roof air conditioning, and then the air vent. The nice thing about the air vent is you can run that off of your power system without being plugged in. This, if it were a DC powered air conditioning, you would be able to run it off the power system, but since it's not, we still suggest plugging the van into shore power to run that air conditioning. Right here on the wall are some of the switches throughout the van. So for like the accent lighting, the dome lighting, the cargo lighting, and then one nice thing about some of the lights in here is they're set up on dimmer switches, so there's full on, a little bit dimmer, and then off. And there are switches throughout the van, so there's some in the front of the van, right here in the middle of the van, and then also at the back of the van. So wherever you are, you have the opportunity to shut lights off where you need it. And then as you can kind of see, these are turning off. They are on timers, so you don't have any light throughout the middle of the night, though they will shut off and be completely dark. And then right here is the controller for the air conditioning. And then this is the controller for the S-bar furnace, which is a really great system. It runs off of the gas tank, and it's really efficient, and it'll never leave you stranded without gas. It will turn itself off if you happen to run too low. That way you have the opportunity to get to the nearest gas station. Up in the ceiling here, we have a 32-inch television. I am somebody that is going to want to watch like the Chiefs play on Sunday if I'm traveling, Mizzou football, things like that. So it's a really nice option if you do enjoy watching movies or sporting events while you're traveling. You just push it up and it folds down, and then you push it back and it locks into place. So hey, if you want to set up a PlayStation in here, play Fortnite with the boys, get a Starlink on top, have internet access, and then run it through the smart TV, it's a great option for you. And then some of the highlights here on the back of the van are the aluminous ladder rack with the tire, so it's your spare KO2 all-terrain tire, and then the rack with the deluxe box. It's just a storage box, has a lock on it. You can keep like a propane tank in there, extra gas, extra water, lock it up so nobody can steal it. It's a great option for storage. Maximizing storage in a van is such a key thing because you do have limited space. So anything like that where you can keep unnecessary items out of the van, it's just another great option. On the side over here, on the side of the ladder, you have these steps that allow you to get around the tire. So you just step up and use it like that. And then you have the ability to climb up to the rack in case you do have a paddle board. You may add like a storage box on top of the van for more of that gear that's unnecessary to keep in the van. So it allows you to get a full access of the roof, and storage. Hey, you may just want to go up there and stargaze, and that allows you to have easy ability to get up to the roof. On the roof rack here, you see we have a light bar. It's made of extruded aluminum, similar to the inside of the van. So if you do have things you need to strap down, you can add hooks and straps, ratchet straps, to tie down things securely. If you want to mount any kind of storage box, if you want to add Starlink to your van, things like that. Additional solar power, you have the ability to tap into that T-Track system very easily and conveniently. So here we're going to take a closer look at the roof. Right here we have 2 solar panels, which really help trickle charge your system. They're not necessarily going to be able to run components in your van, but it's going to help supply power to your battery system, to run those components as a trickle charge. And then right here we have the top of the roof air vent. So that hood will come up whenever you turn it on. And then right here's the cover for the roof air conditioning. And then as you can see, the T-track material where you can mount things in, like right here, for example, is the awning. So it's a really simple process if you do want to add things to your roof, like a storage box, like I mentioned before. It's a really simple process. Or if you want to take stuff down, like you don't think you're going to need the awning for a while, you have that ability. And as you can see, there's also potential for adding to the solar power on the roof, on the sides. Sometimes this roof air conditioning gets in the way, so that's something you definitely would talk to your guru about. They can help you with any kind of little add-ons that you want to make to your van. So really one of the staples of the Liv model is the hydraulic bed lift that we took a closer look at before, but this is how you raise and lower it. You just fold this crank out, and you go clockwise to raise it, counterclockwise to lower it. It is going to come down a little bit faster than it goes up because of gravity. That weight is going to help push that hydraulic lift down. But if you want to fold it away, you just pull that out and fold it back. Right here we have the additional switches, like I mentioned before, up front for some accent lighting, cargo lighting, exterior light off of the back, the water pump, and then you have the option to add. This one at one point had an air tank, but we can wire that button to go to something else as well. Right here we have the 400 amp hour lithium power system and a 2000 watt inverter. That inverter is going to allow you to have outlets throughout the van, so we have all those outlets set up. So if you need to charge your phone, laptop, you want to put a microwave in your van, it powers the fridge, the hot water heater, air vent, things like that. And you also have the ability to tap in to shore power, so you can charge your system that way. And then also one of the ways we charge our system is through the alternator. So when you drive the vehicle, you are charging your battery power or your battery system, and usually, depending on the trip, you're just showing up to wherever you're camping out for the night with a fully charged power system. Right here is the other, what I would say is the staple of the Liv model, and it is the gear slide. Right now we're demonstrating it by keeping some of our extra seating on there. On the front here you see the bike mounts. Those just slide. You loosen the bolts there and you can just slide it up and down the rail. And some people will stagger them back and forth, so you'll put your mounts back and forth. I've heard people get up to 5 bikes if you alternate them, take the pedals off, so you can really maximize your storage there. This gear slide holds up to 850 pounds evenly distributed, so it's a really strong and durable system. And then on the passenger side wall here we have the hot water tank and the water pump. So if you do want to take a warm shower off the back of the van, you have that ability with the hot water heater. We just use 6-gallon jerry cans in this particular build. So you can carry multiple with you if you want to pop them in and out. You can do city fill them up with a garden hose, anything like that. So you can either rinse yourself off, rinse your gear off before you throw it into the van. And everything in here is marine grade, so if you do need to like spray off your gear slide or anything like that, you can do that as well. Just some last features to highlight really quickly are the Thule Hideaway awning. With that, you just put up a crank and you're able to crank that awning out. It's a 10-foot awning, so it's a really nice big area to sit under and enjoy the shade. Similar to the back, there is a passenger side light bar and then also a front light bar, just for those nights where you're pulling into camp and you need the additional lighting, or you're on a secluded road that's kind of hard to see in. You can turn on that front light bar to go down it, so you don't hit deer or anything like that. And then this van is also an EcoBoost engine. It has an EcoBoost engine and it's all-wheel drive. So if you're somebody that has the potential for overlanding, or you're going to be in snowy conditions, muddy conditions, anything like that, this could be a good option for you. It has the BF Goodwrench all-terrain tires. They've gotten me out of jams before where you're in sand or dirt. So if you do enjoy going off-road a little bit, that's definitely something to consider when buying one of our inventory units. So this van is available. If you're interested, There's a link to the contact form on the website. We'll also throw the listing page in the description also. So if you do have any questions, please reach out. And if this one's not for you, but you are also interested in something else, you're interested in a VanDOit, but this one may not be what you're looking for, we have plenty of inventory available. So just reach out. We definitely have something for you.